Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code Zirksee at checkout for 10% off your order. And if you guys want to compete in tournaments for cash prizes, check out tourneycrypt.com.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be coming to you guys with my weekend league highlights for my games 1 through my games 10. Now I'll say this, I think there was actually one game I may have forgot to actually record. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure there was one game I forgot to record, or the file just went corrupt, but I could not find one of the games for the weeks 1 through 10, and also I think I got smacked in like 2 of these. So my first 10 games, I'm going to spoil a little bit. I'm going to have a video out later this weekend. Once I'm actually done with Weekend League, I went through my first 10 games 7-3. So not bad. Not terrible, but definitely, you know, not the best. Not the best. Not exactly what I'm hoping for. Of course, you guys already know, if you've been following me since last year, I literally end every single weekend with about 18 wins, just what I've always done. But of course, this year I am partnering with Hot Route Tips to bring you guys some ebooks to help you get better Weekend League and to help myself get better Weekend League. So a couple of players you guys will be seeing in this gameplay. If you guys want to go check it out, hotroute.tips, link is in the description. Use code Zirksee, of course, and you get 10% off of the membership. They have a yearly and a monthly membership as well. And there's already an offensive and a defensive ebook over there. I think I didn't use the defensive ebook a lot in this gameplay, because what they have over there is 5-2. I did actually use a blitz out of quarters, which you guys will see later. And a lot of the offensive scheme I actually did use from that as well. You can see there our opponent did actually rage quit. I do have to say though, I'm still trying to learn the offensive ebook myself, because it is something you have to learn. As a nice interception there from Mel Blount. I did switch in between that West Coast offense and my own ebook, which of course is the Patriots. Not ebook, but my own playbook that I like to use, which is the Pats. As you guys will notice, you're going to see a ton of Marcus Allen in these highlights, because my God, this dude is amazing. As we actually fumble right there. Just want to show you guys, Marcus Allen still fumbles. He's a beast, but you really have to be careful, even with the evasive chemistry and just how disgustingly glitchy the evasive chem is. You can still fumble if you're not careful, and a lot of people like to get too sticky with it. And one thing I'm really trying to work on is actually my stop and go. A lot of people use that this year, just stopping, like just stop running, and usually defenders will run right by you, especially if someone's using someone and trying to go like at the right angle. You can pretty much get away with that a lot of times. As my opponent chucks it up here, Jalen Ramsey is going to make him pay for that. And I'm really just hoping to get 18, maybe 19 wins, but we'll see. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say the second half of Weekend League has not been going too well for me. If you guys follow me over on Twitter, you already know Gronk spiked the controller. So, yeah. And if you know me, I literally don't rage like that much at all. It's actually my first controller I've ever broken, so sadly, had to go to Walmart, buy a new one. Is what it is. We're going to continue to pound the rock here in these highlights with Marcus Allen. And again, we actually do get a big hit fumble, and I believe that was actually my opponent recovering there. And just to show you guys again, you will fumble, but it's okay if you can cause an incomplete pass like that. And I thought that was actually the interception. I was playing that with Mel Blount. Definitely thought it was going to be a pick, as he throws it up over the middle, and Earl Thomas is coming away with another interception. That's one position on my team I really want to try to make an upgrade at, is going to be free safety, which right now there really isn't a better free safety option available, as Marcus Allen hits that man with the stiffy and ends up going all the way down to the 7-yard line. Patrick Mahomes getting in on the QB sneak on the very next run. And you guys can see starting off this game, we're already down by 7 as Jerry Rice getting that nice little out route here down to the 8-yard line, and we throw it directly over the linebacker's head. I know. As on the next play here, you guys can see he has Aaron Rodgers in a QB, and he's trying to scramble out with Aaron Rodgers, but that's not going to work with Mr. Reggie White there to get the sack. And I got to say, Reggie White has definitely been my best defensive lineman so far in Weekend League. He has just been dominating, honestly. He has been absolutely dominating out here. As again, Marcus Allen's going to end up getting in for the touchdown. You guys can see, if you saw my lineup update video before I actually started Weekend League this week, as Reggie White comes in again for another sack right there. I upgraded my offensive line a lot, and of course, today we actually just got the new, I believe it's, I'm trying to remember here, Bruce Matthews, I believe. I'm actually recording this video the night before Legends come out, so A little bit weird there. You guys seen this after Legends already have. But Bruce Matthews, I definitely want to try to pick that man up, and in general, just continue to upgrade my offensive line as much as I can. Because honestly, I feel like in years past, I've been more of a pass-heavy type of guy. But without a doubt, I am more of a run-heavy offense this year. I think it has to do with the fact that I have Marcus Allen, which is just by far the best running back I think I've ever used in Madden ever. And I also happen to have Zeke at backup. So running the ball is definitely very efficient, as again, Reggie White's coming up for the sack. And you guys noticed there, I actually backed off with Bobby Wagner in order to not touch him, because if you didn't know, if you come in and then, Reggie White only gets half a sack, because Reggie White gets pressure there, causing an interception by Earl Thomas once again, starting off by Marcus Allen getting the ball, and Marcus Allen is not going to get caught here, rushing it again for another touchdown. But as I was saying, you guys can see that I did not go in for the sack there, because if I would have got registered for just half a sack there with Reggie, did I say Reggie White? Yeah, with Reggie White, then, of course, it would have been only 2.5 sacks. He wouldn't have got his X-Factor ability. So if you guys have players with X-Factor abilities and you're using somebody for some reason about to get a sack, just back off and let them get the sack. That way they get the registry, and, of course, they can get their X-Factor ability a little bit quicker. Because I noticed that if they get only half a sack, then it only counts as half a sack towards their thing. Is here we're going to chuck it up to Torrey Holt and absolutely dominate that, man. That was a really, really good throw there. And I got to say, it's one of the only deep shots that I've really taken so far in Weekend League. Is Marcus Allen on the screen pass here, hitting a little juke move, and just showing off that evasive chemistry. If you can really time that correctly, though, and just know how quick you can get that off and just know the angles to take with it, evasive chemistry is by far the most overpowered chem in the game. As Marcus Allen once again run up the gut, hit a little juke move there with evasive. That guy misses, and again, another juke move with evasive, and Marcus Allen is gone off to the house. That's just why I think he's just slightly better than Todd Gurley, as Kittle's going to be open over here over the middle, and that's going to be another touchdown there. Very great play there to George Kittle, as now my opponent is going to be running the ball, and you guys see we get a big hit with Jamal Adams. The ball is flopping around a little bit, but Jalen Ramsey is actually able to get the fumble recovery. Hit a stiff arm there as well. I believe that's on Jerry Rice. Actually got a stiff arm animation. My opponent gets the ball back, though. He's chucking it up, and that's me knocked up in the air, and Earl Thomas is going to come away with the interception. You guys see ET3 is definitely making some big plays, but I would love to get a Sean Taylor or an Ed Reed over there if EA decides to drop one of those guys, as like the first time ever, actually come out in halfback wheel there and put Zeke on a wheel route as well. I usually never do that with like the double running back wheels. I tend to block one of them at least, because I feel like pressure just comes in very, very well this year. You want to have at least one running back blocking if you're going to be coming out in that formation. As then 2nd and 2, looking around, what's my opponent going to go to? Chucking it up, and unfortunately for my opponent, Earl Thomas is there once again. You guys can see Earl Thomas making a bunch of plays. Now, of course, he has 90 zone coverage with my chemistries on him. He's not powered up. But with the chems, he does have 90 zone. You get another big hit there from Jamal Adams, and Mel Blount is going to pick it up somehow, not get tackled, by the way, and run this all the way back for another touchdown. It was basically already over there. We were already up 31-14 with only a minute and a half left. Getting into the next game here, starting off my opponent with the ball as we get pressure on him, and Jamal Adams is going to come away with the interception just like that. I actually thought we hit a nasty juke move there and thought for sure that might have been a pick six, but sadly it was not. Starting off again, of course, with Marcus Allen, and look at that juke move animation. That's like one of the animations I remember seeing in the beta when I played, and right there I knew that juke moves were going to be insane this year. As Marcus Allen unfortunately could not break away there from that cornerback. I don't even know who that was, but he made an incredible play on the ball and was able to tackle me down. But of course, that did not stop Marcus Allen from getting into the end zone there. And on the next possession, again, Earl Thomas is again coming away with another interception. Of course, we're trying to pick six this, but Earl Thomas has like 80 speed. Okay, so you're probably not going to get a pick six. But you can see now we have Marcus Allen enraged. I'm going to say enraged. I guess not really enraged, but you know what I mean. He's got his X Factor ability, hit a little juke move, and a stiff arm there. Marcus Allen is literally unstoppable. If you get him going, and by the way, I have Freight Train on as my X Factor ability, breaking in for the touchdown there. Didn't even get touched, but Freight Train basically, you're guaranteed to break the first tackle. You're like almost guaranteed. I know it says higher chance, but literally, if you have Freight Train, I don't think I've ever seen someone with Freight Train not break the first tackle attempt. You can see here Marcus Allen breaking a tackle, and we're going to the end zone. My opponent actually ended up rage quitting immediately after that. As my opponent starting off the game here is going to go to the sideline. Mel Blount's coming away with the interception. Of course, I do have a couple of abilities on Mel Blount, and he's going to take this one back for a pick six. He is one of my X Factor players, so an interception there actually does activate him. You can see him as well with the red X underneath him. As we get some pressure, he's chucking it up again, and Mel Blount comes away with the hit. And again, guess who? Earl Thomas, again, with another interception. I don't know how many interceptions Earl Thomas has, but now looking back at the footage, I actually think that Earl Thomas had the most interceptions on my team by far. As Marcus Allen, once again, breaking another run loose, and you just don't have the speed to keep up with Marcus Allen unless you got, like, the fastest guys in the game. Marcus Allen, again, another juke move, and just like that, we're off to the race. You guys can see Khalil Mack and Eddie Jackson. They're just not as fast. You're not going to be able to catch up to Marcus Allen as long as they don't tiptoe down the sideline there. And we are going to style on him just a little bit there and get into the end zone for another touchdown. And you guys see here my opponent's going to run a play action down 24-7. Probably not the smartest thing as Mel Blount gets the diving interception. I'll give credit to the acrobat ability there for allowing him to get that. 4th and 17 though. And we actually just end up basically coming out 5 wide. I immediately knew I was going to chuck it up if I saw a man blitz. And Amari Cooper, right over the top. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty nice touchdown here as we're going to hit a nice little corner route there to, I believe that's Torrey Holt, which he is going to be racing all the way down the sidelines and unfortunately gets tackled all the way down to the 6. We don't understand how they caught up to him. But Marcus Allen's going to get the handoff here, bounce off an offensive lineman, and keep it going for another touchdown. And again, Marcus Allen getting the handoff. Zeke even gets a good block there, hit the outside, and once again, speed. That's all it takes. Marcus Allen with the speed there, breaking it loose, getting another touchdown in these highlights. You guys see here, Torrey Holt torched this man for an easy touchdown there right before the end of the second quarter. Here's that the blitz that's in the ebook. K-Max defense out of the quarters as we end up getting the sack there right before the end of the half. And also Jerry Rice on a nice little post route as well, taking this one into the end zone, and that as well is actually in Chaos's ebook, the West Coast ebook, as 4th and 2 is coming up here in this game, and you guys can see here, it's not going so well for my opponent as we get another interception. But of course, this was the highlights of games 1 through 10. If you guys want to see the highlights of the next video, 11 through probably 25, I'll just make it all one. As we can see here, we get a pick 6 on the 2-point conversion, and you guys will never guess what happens next. Take a guess. You guys haven't seen it all video. You guys have not seen this. A kick return, and I'm going to end the video off here, of course, after this kick return. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. You guys see Torrey Holt breaking off a tackle, and he is gone to the house to put up a 40 bomb on my opponent, who does actually end up rage quitting immediately after this. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you guys very much for all the support. You guys have been insane. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.